Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense. And it relates to Nagito's death. Plus,
Oh, Moment, ich
it's
muss
something
Katze
even
rauslassen.
Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Okay, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it. Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Jetzt bin ich mir aber auch nicht sicher, worum geht's. Okay, ich habe 2 Minuten mehr, mich zu entscheiden. Nee, auch nicht. Nee. Meinst du das Gift?
Crap!
Nee. Das Tagebuch? Oh, ich meine das...
Crap!
Ha? Ich speichere mal. Oh, ich darf nicht speichern. Hä? Das?
Crap!
Auch nicht. Hä? Ich gehe gleich im Over. Das vielleicht.
Crap!
Nein. Okay. Brute Force. Poison ist es nicht. Das ist es nicht. Nehme ich mal an. Aber ich kann es mal eben probieren.
Crap!
Nein. Hä? Simon, du weißt das doch bestimmt. Okay, nachdenken. Das kann ich mir nicht... Oder?
I see!
Doch. Ich meine...
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Genau, ich wollte gerade sagen, mit dem Monokuma-File kann er ja auch nichts dran ändern. Aber was soll denn da jetzt drin stehen? Da bin ich jetzt überhaupt mal verwundert. Oder geht es eher um das, was da nicht drin steht?
Yeah, that's it.
Ah.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The end. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Oh Gott, auch das noch. Ich will auch nochmal speichern. Das ist bestimmt Cause of Death. Okay. Oh Mann, meine Güte. Heilige Scheiße. Alter. Bisschen viel? Hallo? Hey, geht's noch? Ja, ich glaube, das wird gleich wieder over. Das ist ja... Hallo? Ganz vergessen, dass ich das machen kann. Ja. Hallo? Ist klar.
will never give up.
Wie soll das denn gehen? Ist ja nicht mal mit Maus zu schaffen. Wahrscheinlich muss man hier mal die Slow-Motion-Funktion benutzen. Klar. Ich kann eigentlich nur noch alles Mögliche ignorieren und hoffen, dass ich nicht tot bin, bevor ich das eingetragen habe. Das ist jetzt echt ein bisschen zu viel auf einmal. Komm, Haar. Wo ein Haar? Da. Nein. Da. Okay. Ist klar. Wie soll man das denn bitte machen? Vor allem mit dem Controller. Simon, das lasse ich dich dann nächstes Mal mit dem Controller machen.
In this particular case is Monokuma file. There's no specific cause of death.
Anders darfst du dir keinen Kaffee machen. Erst wenn du das hingekriegt hast mit Controller. Not only is there a spear stepped in his stomach, and there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
Here he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Recon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide. But, it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it. Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
You wouldn't know.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's
Das
what I
würdest du ihr
believe.
bestimmt gerne mal sagen.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all our hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Oh, intermission. Okay.
No, no!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start. But, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monomi? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So Monomi and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough. Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. There might be some demands for that. I paid for it. I totally took the man-made.
Ah, speichern wollte ich eigentlich auch mal. I'm sure there are some demands for that. Oh nein, ich sehe schon wieder.
By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Ja, weil die Kämpfe gegen ihn bisher immer so gut ausgingen für dich.
That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Okay. Let's go. Was haben wir denn?
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Würde mal
It's
das
not the other wounds, right?
Das erste, was mir jetzt einfällt.
With all those wounds. Maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Oh, komm. Weg da. Ja.
I agree with that.
Ich meine, warum sonst hätten wir das noch als Beweismittel?
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in
Ja, ich würde sagen, er war schon ganz schön beschäftigt eigentlich.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
Da stand aber, glaube ich, dass es sofort tötet, oder? Mal gucken. Takes effect immediately. Okay. Muss schon mal vorbereitet sein, wenn das
No,
gleich kommt.
the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Oder er sagt es einfach, wenn ich einmal Maus
And
geklickt
it's
hatte.
impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
Also true.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Moment, lass mich da nochmal drauf gucken. Though its volatility is low, liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. Breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities
kidding.
yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Tabun.
Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. Ich hab's ja gerade gelesen. I should think carefully and try to remember it. Ach, mal wieder Logic Dive. Was? Echt? Okay. Ich hätte jetzt eher Hangman's Gambit mit Mörderbuchstabensuppe erwartet, aber ich bin froh darüber, wenn ich das nicht nochmal machen muss. Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Wow. Hey, bisher eigentlich voll easy, kein Problem. Ja, wohl jeder schaffen. Na, voll kein Problem. Ist das hier wieder die Beginnerstufe? Oh. What state was the poison and when it affected Nagito? Ich meine, er kann es nicht getrunken haben oder geschluckt haben, also muss es ja wohl Gas gewesen sein, weil seine Nase war nicht zugeklebt. Nicht Doppelhangman's Gambit, bitte nicht. Oh, oh, oh. Haha, ich wollte mal wissen, ob das geht. Hihi. Easy hier. So ein Profi wie ich macht das ja mit Augen zu. Haha, haha. Oh yeah. Guckt euch diese Skills an. Das habt ihr nicht gesehen. Mann, das ist aber ganz schön schwer. Ah! Vielleicht sollte ich da einfach langsamer durchfahren. Hatte doch die Klappe. Und natürlich bin ich genau vor der Frage abgestürzt. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Ja gut, das, weil wir gerade schon Gas gesagt haben, würde ich mal sagen, Nase ist ziemlich die klare Antwort. Kann ich hier überspringen? Das wäre cool. Oh, kann ich tatsächlich. Huh. Wow. Oh. Holy shit. Wie, das war's? Okay. Ja.
It's all coming together.
Immer noch besser als Hangman's Gambit. Ada.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatile is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Ja, was hat er noch einen Ballon in seine Nase gesteckt gehabt, oder wie?
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse,
Ja, eben.
why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that mystery too. The fire, the smoke, was? Smoke? Nein. Achso, es geht um das Wasser.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In the gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Und was ändert das jetzt?
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Wollte ich auch gerade sagen.
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is the container. The meat on the bone, what?
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Stimmt. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Stimmt.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So, und deswegen meinte sie Accomplice.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
Rechner abgestürzt.
You're right. someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
shut up.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga.
Entschuldigung.
Still,
Oh
that's
Gott,
pretty
nicht so,
messed up.
nicht so ein Close-Up hier.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What? What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Nein, bitte nicht. Bitte nicht. Nicht hängen wir jetzt mit. Nein, nein, nein. Nein. Hier, flieg einfach raus. Vielleicht mal F kriegen. Jetzt kommt noch mehr F. Wie wär's jetzt mal mit dem I, bitte? Danke. R kann ich ja gleich hinterher schießen. Okay. Jetzt ist aber wieder ein bisschen weniger brutal. Das war ja gerade echt übel. Nee. Ach genau, ein E. Ich habe gerade kurz Aufsetzer. War doch ein E. Da ist ein E. Okay, das war wieder ein bisschen humaner als das vorhin.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Das würde auch erklären, warum sämtliche andere Sachen, die da waren, zum Feuerlöschen plötzlich nicht mehr da waren. Das hat ja einer angemerkt.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Uh-huh.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime, could Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
Sonias words contain a clue that the contents of... Ja, okay, dann lass mich den Satz halt nicht zu Ende lesen, aber es geht ja eh um das hier.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Können auch mal wieder speichern.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
It's aluminum.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Indeed.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
Nothing nice.
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could that same moment be when we all threw the grenades?
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Das ist so
When we
fies.
all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
Tja,
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was... It would mean he didn't kill himself.
wenn dem so ist, können wir uns ja gleich nochmal von jemandem verabschieden.
What the heck? You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who
Oder
killed
von uns allen,
Nagito?
ja.
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Tja,
Do you know?
how would you?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was Nagito himself.
See! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
Also Nagito.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire to make someone throw the poison. That is pretty messed up.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Tja, und jetzt? Hier offen für Vorschläge hier, ne? Ich meine, das ist jetzt nicht so eine gute Situation, oder?
Could it be? Was that Nagito's
Wie
trap?
Christian schon sagt, ihr seid alle gefickt.
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Holy shit.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing
Hat
him?
jemand Würfel?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
Ihr könnt noch Münzen werfen oder so.
The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
Könnte man sagen, aber da Monokuma das nicht so interessant fände, wird er das wahrscheinlich nicht so auslegen wollen.
Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death.
Kaso ist die Flasche.
It might be the poison's fault they let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Und da sagt er das, ich meine, es stimmt schon, das kann man jetzt unterschiedlich auslegen und interpretieren und sagen, deswegen ist das jetzt Selbstmord oder nicht. Aber hier sitzt ja derjenige, der das entscheidet. Und dem gefällt natürlich das, was am unterhaltsamsten ist, am besten.
Are you fucking serious?
Oder das, was am meisten zur Verzweiflung führt.
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces!
Ja, was machen wir jetzt?
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
Ja, man könnte gucken, wo die fehlt, aber trotzdem, woher willst du wissen, wer welche geworfen hat? Da bräuchtest du dann ja auch noch irgendwie eine Überwachungskamera und müsstest dann, genau, ewig analysieren, wer vielleicht wie geworfen hat.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Well,
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, How can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do? No. It's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.